Who is she?
She is the daughter of Elizabeth and Aidan.
When Ronald looked closely at her, he noticed that she was glowing in the sunlight. Soon it was dark and the stars began to twinkle in the clear night sky.
I think I must take my leave now.
Just then, Aidan arrived.
Who is that man?
He is a knight who is set out on a mission. His name is Ronald.
Ronald, where are you going?
I need to see King Richard immediately.
You must go right now. This jungle is not safe for nighttime travel. You are welcome to stay with us for the night.
You are extremely kind, sir.
Aidan, Eve and Roland had returned home. Eve was relaxing in the backyard. Roland also arrived at that very moment and sat down next to her. Eventually, they struck up a conversation. Roland eventually went inside and slept there. When Aidan looked into her room, she was nowhere to be found. Roland awoke as he heard her voice coming from outside the house. Roland was astonished when he realized that Eve had been attacked by a lion and was bravely defending herself. With their combined intelligence, they both killed the lion. Roland returned home with Eve on seeing them coming back home. Elizabeth and Aidan finally sighed in relief.
Thank you so much, Roland.
Roland and Eve were now in deep love with each other. Why are you going to the kingdom of King Richard?
To search and kill the monster and to bring peace to the people of that kingdom.
Okay then, I too shall go with you.
No, I will go there alone. And I promise you that I will surely come back to you. My love, don't worry.
No, I too will come with you. Roland had no choice but to bring Eve with him. Eve and Roland both set out towards King Richard's kingdom. They were able to hear the monster's terrifying howls. The monster emerged from his cave when he saw Roland and Eve. With a lot of bravado, Roland and Eve taught the monster a lesson, captured him, and brought him before King Richard. King Richard was incredibly amazed. From the bottom of his heart, he expressed his gratitude to Roland and Eve. The king suddenly saw a birthmark on Eve's hand that looked just like his daughter's, and he instantly recognized it.
My lady, what is your name? Can you call your parents here?
Yes, Your Majesty, my name is Eve, but my parents live in a different kingdom. Just then, the king ordered his soldiers to go to the other kingdom and bring back Elizabeth and Aidan with all due respect. The servants brought both of them back to the kingdom of King Richard. When he finally saw his daughter Elizabeth, he was overjoyed.
Due to my ego and pride, I had built a wall so strong between us, and that's why you had to stay away from me for so long. Our entire kingdom is freed.
Now, King Richard crowned Eve as the queen of the kingdom. After a few days, Eve and Roland were married. Now their entire family started living happily ever after. Due to the bravery and intelligence of Roland, they brought many changes in the kingdom for the welfare of the people. Even the subjects of the kingdom were elated to see those changes.
A boy named Nick used to live in Samson. Nick used to love playing the flute, but his father did not like him playing it. He believed that if Nick continues to play the flute, he won't be able to learn how to work and run a household.
Why do you think like this? He loves playing the flute. If the kid likes it, let him play it.
But he won't be able to survive if he continues to play the flute.
He will do it when he has responsibilities on him.
Nick's father leaves after the conversation. After a while, Nick enters.
Why are you late today?
Actually, there were a lot of people. They really liked my music. That's why I stayed there.
Really? Now eat some food. Your father is very angry at you because you don't work.
Mom, if I start working, then I will lose my practice. And I cannot let that happen.
Son, but you won't be able to feed yourself with music. Moreover, it is just a hobby. We work so that we can feed ourselves. Your father is getting old. He cannot work longer. try to find work within this week itself. Got it?
Okay, Mom.
Come on, eat some food now.
After having some food, Nick goes to sleep. He spends the whole night thinking about the job. He wakes up early the next morning and looks for a job throughout the village. While searching, he goes unto a clerk.
Do you have a job for me?
What can you do? What are your skills?
I'll do whatever you tell me.
There is an opening for a courier boy. Are you interested?
Yes, sir. I will do it.
Okay then. Join from tomorrow.
And sir, what will be the salary?
You will get 10,000 rupees per month.
Yes, sir. This will work.
Nick returns home happily and Nick tells his mother about this good news.
Mom, I got a job.
Really? I'm really happy for you. Your father will be really proud.
Nick eats his dinner and goes to sleep. The next day, he gets ready and goes to work. He finishes his work on time and goes to a park and starts playing his flute. Lot of people gather around listening to his melodious music. Everyone praises him. He finishes his music and leaves for home.
How was your day?
I had a really great day today, Mother. And after I finished work, I played my flute at a park as well. People really liked it.
Stay like this only.
His father enters the home and tells him,
So, how was your first day of work?
It was good. Let's go eat some food.
Yes, let's go.
Now Nick started waking up early and going to office. After completing his work on time, he started going to the park and started playing his flute. People really liked his music. Just like this, he was playing his music in the park one day. A man comes to him and says, "You play really well. Where did you learn it from?"
I really like playing from beginning only, and I learnt it by myself.
Really? Would you like to play your music at a program I'm hosting?
Sir, who are you?
I have a music academy that I own and I was looking for a flute artist in the city. And I found you. I have a program in the evening. Would you play music there?
Yes, sir. I will definitely do it.
Take my card. I will wait for you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot.
Nick goes to his house happily.
Nick, why so happy today? What happened?
Mother, someone called me to play my flute at a music academy.
Well done, son. This is actually a really good news. Hope you achieve all your dreams.
Nick, you should definitely go for it. But don't leave your job for that.
Yes, father. I won't leave my job for it, and I will go there after I finish my job.
Okay then, whatever suits you best.
The next day, Nick completes all his work and takes an auto to the mentioned address. He gets surprised looking at that big music company. He goes into the company and meets the same person who he met in the park. Nick goes to him.
Sir, can you please tell me how should I do the work?
Right now, you just wait here. Then you have to go to the stage and play your music.
Yes, sir.
Everyone gathers around. Nick sits on a chair on the stage and started playing his flute. After listening to his music, everyone got into a trance. After playing his flute, he stood at one place. The stranger came to the stage and clapped for Nick, and everyone started clapping for him. Nick was overwhelmed looking at that. After the show ended, that man told Nick, "Excellent. Will you play for me daily?"
Yes, sir.
Then it is done. Take this, your earnings for the day.
Is this for me?
Yes, this is for you, your first salary.
Thank you, sir.
Nick took the money and came home. He gave it all to his mother.
Where did you get all this money, Nick?
Take it as my first salary from playing the flute.
Really? Did you get all this money to play your music?
Yes, mother.
Now, Nick started performing along with his current job. He was famous by the name of flute player Nick in a few years. The moral of the story is that we can achieve great success by identifying our talents and improving on them.
In Remington village, there lived Jonathan with his parents. His parents were old and hence were often sick. Jonathan took care of his parents wholeheartedly. Jonathan also loved animals, and he has many pets. He took care of all the animals too. Once, he was coming home when he saw a puppy who had been hurt. "Oh my God, this puppy is hurt. I should take him home with me." Jonathan brought the puppy home. He treated the puppy's wound and tied a bandage around it.
My son, this is a very good thing that you help such abundant and sad animals. I am very proud of you.
"Mother, I can't watch these animals living in misery, so I help them."
You are a very good person. May God always help you.
Next day, Jonathan was traveling through a village when he saw a group of people gathered around something. Jonathan went to check what it is about. "What's going on? What are you doing with so many sticks?" "Nothing. Someone saw a big snake here, so we have gathered to kill it." "Oh no, please stop. Why are you killing him? What has he done?" "Are you stupid? Don't you know a snake is very poisonous? Do you know that snakes don't attack anyone without reason? He bites only when he feels threatened by someone. The snake will not harm you at all." "Oh, come on. Why are you wasting your time listening to him? Let's kill it." All the people raised their sticks to kill the snake. But Jonathan stopped them again and said, "Please don't kill him. I will take him home along with me. He will not bother you at all." Jonathan put the snake in a basket and took it into a deep forest. Then he let the snake go. But suddenly the snake started talking to him. "Hey, kind human, you have saved my life. For that you can ask anything from me. You can speak?" "Yes, I am a magical snake. I can speak." "I don't want anything from you. I just saved you because those people would have killed you. I love all kinds of animals. That's why I have saved you. You can ask anything you want from me." "Oh, magical snake, I don't want anything in return. Your selflessness pleases me a lot. Your parents are sick most of the time and you spend all the money on their treatment." "Yes, but how do you know about it?" "I can read anyone's mind. Hence I know who is good at heart. Please take this, a little help from me." Saying this, the snake started removing gold coins from his mouth. Jonathan took all the coins and said, "Oh, magical snake, thank you very much." Jonathan took the coins and left the forest happily. Then he went to a jeweler's shop to sell the coins. "Jonathan, where did you get such pure gold coins?" "I can't tell you. Please give me some money in exchange for the coins." Jonathan took the money and left the jeweler's shop. But the jeweler was very clever. He didn't believe in Jonathan and decided to follow him to his home. After reaching home, Jonathan started telling about the whole incident to his parents. "Mother, here, take this money. Now we can get better treatment for you and father."
My son, where did you get so much money?
Jonathan told his parents about everything, and the jeweler heard everything while hiding behind the wall. He thought, "Oh, so the snake people were trying to kill in the market was a magical snake. I should earn some profit too." Jeweler brought a bird from the market and took him to the forest. After reaching the forest, "Oh my God, how cruel are the people of this village. Yesterday they were trying to kill the poor snake, and today they are trying to sell these birds. How can someone do that? Fly away, little bird. You are free." Snake heard the jeweler talking and came out of the bushes. "Who are you, O human? What brought you here?" "I came here to set this bird free." "You are so kind-hearted. Tell me, what problem do you have?" "Oh, magical snake, I have lots of problems. My parents have heart disease. My wife has disease related to kidney, and my kids have diabetes. Please tell me, what should I do?" The snake used his power and knew that the jeweler is lying. "Take these gold coins, my dear. You can use them to solve all of your problems. Now there is nothing to worry about." The snake assured him after giving him gold coins, and the snake left. Jeweler picked up those coins and brought it to his shop. To check the quality of the gold, he started rubbing on the stone. Within a few minutes, smoke started coming out of the coin and all the coins caught fire. The fire spread so quickly that it engulfed the whole shop within a few minutes. The jeweler was very shocked to see this. and started crying loudly. He lost the shop because of his greed. On the other side of the town, Jonathan used the money to get better treatment for his parents. He lived happily with his parents.
Lucas thanked the old man and resumed his journey, carrying the glass bottle with him. While walking, he comes across the same garden and the same beautiful rabbit.
Oh wow, look at how adorable this rabbit is. I'll check this out first. The garden is entirely constructed of illusion. Let me spritz myself with water before moving forward.
Lucas douses himself in water, which causes him to simply vanish. When he looked at that rabbit, he actually realized it was all along a giant mouse.
Princess Georgia appears to have been caught up to this illusion. I shouldn't waste any more time here and should hurry to the palace.
Lucas quickly began his journey to the palace. He finally finds the palace after some time of walking. When Lucas looked up at the castle, he noticed the black clouds and thunder. When Lucas entered the castle, he could hear the princess crying. Lucas begins to walk in that direction, and he notices the princess in one of the rooms. He approaches the princess and informs her,
Princess, please don't cry.
Who? Who's talking to me? Who's there?
Princess, my name is Lucas. I have come to take you away.
But how come I can't see you? And how did you find out? I was trapped here.
I was sent here by your father to find you. I ran into an old man on the way here who told me you were here. He even gave me a bottle of magical water that makes me invisible when I sprinkle it, and I can see the ghost's illusion.
But how are you going to deal with that ghost? That ghost is extremely powerful.
The ghost will be reduced to ashes with the help of the magical water. However, princess, that requires us to bring the ghost out of his palace. Now you must sit on my shoulder before we can leave the palace. That ghost will be compelled to leave the palace as soon as he realizes you are no longer there. Only then we can sprinkle this water and burn the ghost to ashes. His fictitious kingdom will crumble the moment he burned to ashes.
Saying this, Lucas sprinkles water on himself to make himself visible to the princess. He rushes out of the palace, carrying the princess on his shoulder. As soon as he exits the palace, the ghost becomes aware the princess has been taken away from the castle, and he begins to pursue them. He finds the princess standing outside the castle and rushes to meet her. Lucas appears from behind and sprinkles the magical water on the ghost. As soon as he leaves his palace, the ghost screams loudly and burns to ashes in a matter of seconds. His palace of illusion disintegrates into dust, just as the ghost does, and slowly but surely the ground swallows it all up.
Princess, quick, we need to get out of here as soon as possible. Princess, it's my responsibility to deliver you to the king without a scratch. Your father will be overjoyed to see you.
Lucas returns the princess to her kingdom. Lucas and the princess return back to the kingdom. The king is overjoyed to see the princess and rushes over to embrace her. Lucas was given the southernmost part of the kingdom and made king of the kingdom, just as the king had promised him.